What's this fiance stuff? I even in the tease to tell you what's coming up, where I said what's going on with Payton and her fiance. I was like, fiance.
I know. I'm like immediately look at her hand. What?
So explain, please, Payton Whitmore.
Okay. So you guys know how I was telling you guys like a little while back that my dad introduces my boyfriend Kadeem as his son-in-law.
Yeah. So
it has now, like, it's always been, like, kind of cute. You know, I love that my dad feels that way, that he can introduce my boyfriend as that. But it's gotten to be a problem because yesterday I was at an open gym for the high school girls that I coach. And my dad is a basketball trainer. He trains kids to just be better basketball players, right? And he started training 2 incoming freshmen that are supposed to come and play for me next year. And so I'm leaving the open gym. I'm walking out with these players and one of the moms. And the mom is talking to me because my boyfriend Kadeem also helps my dad train. It's like their kind of little tag team business duo, right? And she's talking to me and she's like, yeah, and your fiance, and your fiance, and yeah, and your fiance. He's so awesome, your fiance. And I wanted to just accept it as it was and let this woman think that Kadeem was indeed my fiance. And I had to be like, hold on, time out, rewind. Who told you that I have a fiance? And she was like, well, your dad introduced Kadeem as his future son-in-law. And I just it took so much out of me, but I just started laughing and I was like, I have been waiting for that man to pop the question for the last year. Like, this is a real life thing in my life. Like, I get home and I'm like, are we ready to settle down and get married? And this woman is calling him my fiance. And I had to tell her that he's still my boyfriend.
She's like, all right.
Yeah. And she thought it was the funniest thing ever. And so did I, because now my high school girls thought they missed a chapter in my life. They were like, Coach P, you always post everything on Instagram. How come we didn't know you and Kadeem got engaged? Are we going to be invited to the wedding? I'm like, slow down. I don't even have a ring yet. Yes, you guys will be invited to the wedding, but we are not there yet. If you guys see him and you want to try to convince him like me, I'm sure that would be great. So he is not my fiance. He is still my boyfriend, but people are calling him my fiance.
He better step up. He can't get all those free accolades.
You know, what does Kadeem do? Like, he just rolls with it when your dad is like, this is my future son-in-law.
Yeah, he does. He's just like, he's like, okay. And I called my mom after and I was like, listen to how funny this is, because why does dad do this? And my mom was like, I asked him the other day and he was like, well, I don't know how else to introduce him. So my dad doesn't like calling Kadeem my boyfriend, but he wants to call him his son-in-law. I don't know. But
so there's the movie in the book called The Secret about manifestation. You ever seen that movie before, Payton?
No.
It's called The Secret. It's on Netflix. It's about 3-hour movie. It's a long movie, but it's about manifesting and what you have to do to manifest. And one of the things you do, they say, is to act like you're already there. So like you're literally when it happens, we're gonna be like, oh my God, you've literally manifested this, because you've been, the way you talk about it, the way everyone around you talks about it, like you're engaged. Unless this is the one time it never works. You're gonna be like an old cat lady.
He's like, what happened to The Secret?
Stupid Secret. Maybe you need to watch The Secret first.
It just sounds like calling him my fiance just sounds weird. Like, he's been my boyfriend for so long.
I think the name fiance is weird. I remember my buddy Brad got engaged. And he was like, my fiance Stephanie. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Who says that word? Like,
who says that word?
You gotta be very fast so you don't have to say fiance.
It's an exciting word when that happens. It feels weird right now, Payton, because like you don't have the ring.
Right.
But I guarantee you, once you have that ring, you will not want to call him your boyfriend. It will just be fiance.
Okay.
You want that to be a long engagement so you can keep on working it, because it's an exciting time.
Will you be Payton Strickland?
Yeah, I'll change my last name.
I remember when my wife became Blake Van Ness and her sister introduced her to somebody. This is my sister Blake Van Ness, and I was immediately going, oh my God, my last name's Van Ness. I was like, oh wait a minute. I remember that moment like it was yesterday.
What a sharp man you are.